Hey, long time no video. I've been out doing photography and I've got some pictures to show you and some stuff to discuss because I've been thinking a lot about my next project. Now that I've finished Light on Surface, I'm in a bit of an exploration period at the Mo where I'm like, okay, I've done this project. I'm really happy with it. What do I do now? I guess I go and shoot another project. Guess I'll do another one. Okay, what do I do? So I'm exploring and I'm thinking of different ways that I can photograph, and I'm thinking about like the format, thinking about the subject matter and where I want to photograph. So I've decided that I want to shoot this next project on digital. Film will always be my favorite. I'll always love it and I love its aesthetic, but it's just so slow and so expensive, and I kind of want to do a little bit of photography where I can see the picture after I've taken it, you know. I do miss that instantaneousness of digital. So firstly, I've been thinking a lot about some old street photography of mine. It was about consumer culture and it was about shopping, and I used to spend so much money getting a train ticket to London and just spending the day standing on Oxford Street and Regent Street photographing people as they were coming in and out of shops, photographing people in the shop, which I probably shouldn't have been doing and I'm not going to continue to do. But I did a whole lot of photographing around that area and I left that project because I started working on other things, and I'm like, maybe I should start doing that project again because I really, really love shooting street photography. Now I live in London, like getting to central London and Oxford Circus and stuff like that is like 20 minutes away from where I live, so I'm like, why not? I've also been thinking lots about the photographic instant and sort of extending what you show with your photography beyond a single moment. So you know how like documentary photographers, they will photograph many different elements of a scene to try and give you some context, right? If they're photographing like a living room, for example. I'm sitting in my living room right now. They would photograph the shoes and then the sofa, and then they might photograph the mug on the side, and they'll give you lots of context, and there's lots of images of the same place, but there's one image of each thing, you know, and the images all vary. I'm thinking about, what if you display your pictures as like a contact sheet and you give everything? So say I took 20 pictures of Lena, who's sitting here on the sofa right now, and included every single picture. What would that look like, and how would that switch up? Like how you're interpreting these pictures. You're almost breaking out of the four walls of the camera that sort of limit still photography, you know, and you're showing the viewer a little bit more. And it's walking a line between video and moving image and still imagery. So I've been doing a lot of that. There are two photographers that I can think of that have shot work like this. One guy is called Dwayne Michaels, and the other is called Paul Graham. And they both do sort of like image sequencing and, what happens when I just keep photographing and show you everything? So it's not an original idea, but I quite like the idea of doing that. I went for a little Welsh road trip with Lena last month. We went to the Breccon Beacons and we went to Snowdonia and we went to Aberystwyth, and I took lots of pictures whilst we were there with my new camera and seeing what kind of pictures I could get. Obviously these are just holiday snaps and stuff like that, but it's nice to experiment and I'm enjoying the process at the moment. One thing that I have noticed is that I really, really like it when I make my pictures really warm in post-production. And I don't know whether that's something that I want to bring forward, but in just a lot of these pictures, you'll notice that I've edited them to look quite warm, and I'm like, I don't know, I just really like that aesthetic, so maybe that's something that I'll do, I don't know. I'm also really fascinated by like landscapes and thinking about, if you watch my videos, you'll see that I've been to the Lake District a few times, and I'm like, oh man, there's got to be some sort of project in there. Maybe it's a project about the people that live there, or maybe it's something to do with the history of the landscape. But it really fascinates me, and I'm like, I want to do something around that. When we were in the Breccon Beacons especially, I just had to keep pulling the car over because everything was blowing my mind and I had to photograph everything. It's just an inkling of an idea, but it's early days and it could grow into something bigger. I don't know. I'm just sort of thinking about all the possible things I could be doing at the Mo. So thanks for watching. I hope you like the pics. Let me know what you think of them. Let me know what you think of my broad ideas. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.